Look around the club. What do I see? Snapping night fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm smoking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty with the. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The mo that I.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kyle Pitts, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Maybe you on that rap and pay the bills. Now I'm fit it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down the earth.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Schultz. That's complete. Bernard. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First, all game long. They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to get in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A gain of 11. Let's go. First down, Seahawks.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cruz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 36-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodrich shifts by him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Schultz. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
49ers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Come on, set. 60.
Looking to throw. Schultz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, Smash! 60 Bison, 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Okay, ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. Wiggles free. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready? Ready.
Off the play fake. Schultz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Loose inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A big pickup of 38.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run on 1st down. Goodrich. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Not too many offense. What they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
49ers 24.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards.
and goal, Seattle.
Let's go now.
Oh, they'll let Andrews try to run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ready.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stuck here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll set up to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fights forward at the 20. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.